Hi there, it's Sewa and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm giving you a tour of our backyard vegetable garden. This is an organic garden that we put in earlier this year. It's been trial and error. The Texas heat, not everything survives here. So we've had to figure out how to water, we've had to figure out how to fertilize. And so today we currently have fall vegetables in. So I'm going to walk you through that as well as share all the different pieces that we got in order to create the garden. So if you're interested, keep watching. Okay, so in this first garden, I have spinach. Now, you can tell that there are two different varieties in here. This first variety over here has smaller leaves. It's called Spinach Space. They're all organic and non-GMO, as I mentioned. But here you could tell the original older leaves seem to be yellowing, but the newer ones are thriving. The bed just got watered, so you'll see all the water droplets that are on there, as well as all the leaves that are falling onto all the beds here. But I have two different varieties of spinach. This variety here has bigger leaves, and let me pull up one of the tags here. It says, let's see if we can get it to focus. It says Spinach Imperial Green. Stick that back in there. You don't really need it, but I've actually pulled some of these for smoothies in the morning already, and it's been great to have it so accessible. So that's number one here. Number two, I put in, here we have, why am I forgetting what this is? Brussels sprouts. The tag's right here. We have Brussels sprouts that I put in. These are called Brussels sprouts Jade Cross is the variety. So I put in two of them, and each plant is supposed to yield more than one Brussels sprout, so we'll see. So there are actually three of them. These strawberries actually are from earlier in the season, and you can see they're already starting to send runners outside of the box with roots, I guess, that are exposed to the air. But I'm not sure what to do about that, but I guess that's just how strawberries behave. They tend to want to spread. In the middle here, we have rosemary, and this has been great. Like when I want to season chicken or cook with it, the rosemary is right here and it's fresh. Behind the rosemary is sage. It actually didn't do very well this summer, but now with the cooler weather, I see that it's starting to flourish. Along the back row is cabbage. I'm really not sure what it's gonna do, but we'll see. We'll see how it ends up performing, because I see that there are new leaves actually being grown in the middle. So we'll see how that all works out for us. This last bed over here is, I don't know, it's a hodgepodge of things. So over here, we planted the carrots from seed. They had a hard time in the summer because it was so hot. And then as soon as the weather cooled off, they started to pop up. But I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna get big enough to harvest anytime soon. You can see a little bit there. It's still green. Let's put the soil back in there. But yeah, we'll see what we're able to harvest as far as the carrots are concerned. But then I went ahead and I transplanted the peppers. We had a big Bertha variety of a green pepper plant, and it produced so many peppers. These two weren't doing as well, but they've lasted the longest. And actually, there are actually some peppers still in here. Look at that. There's still some peppers in there waiting to be harvested. And look, there's some more over there that are still ready. There's some flowers as well. So we may still get some production out of these two pepper plants over here. Over here, it's just leftover spinach that I put into the garden. And then here, this is a thyme plant. The thyme plant, I mean, thyme is great for cooking with, but it's been struggling. I don't know if it's gonna make it through the winter, but we'll see. Here we have, I don't think I mentioned that we have mint. Mint is one of those aggressive plants that you should probably pop by themselves, because look, it's already traveled outside. This is mint over here. It's already starting to spread. underneath the flower bed. So we'll have to figure out what we do with that long term. Now I'm going to talk about the watering aspect of having a flower bed. Now, most people wonder about these brown tubes that I have running through everything. Well, these are drip tubes. And if you look a little bit closer, you'll see that there are little holes in there. And I have them automated to water probably 15 minutes for 3 times a day in the summer, especially when it's a little bit hotter. And when I initially set it up, I had it hooked up like this. I had it hooked up to, I will walk around and show you. I had it hooked up to this timer on a faucet that just ran alongside the wall into the garden. However, later on, we were able to get a landscaping company in, that attached it to the actual sprinkler system. So when there's nothing in the garden, we can turn it on and off so that we don't waste water by watering in the winter. So that was a great investment, at least for me, because I want to be able to somewhat set it and forget it, as opposed to having to come out here every single day and wonder about, are my flower beds getting enough water? Depending on your budget, you can either go with the Gilmore self-timer that I showed you, so you can just connect it to your closest faucet to your flower bed. And for me, that worked for a while until we did an overall upgrade in our garden, where we got all of our flower beds attached to our Ratio sprinkler system. So from an app on my phone, I'm able to set when I want everything to water. And I love the set it and forget it approach, because I don't have to ever be concerned about whether or not the garden is getting enough water. I quite frankly just don't have time for that, but it is a joy to be able to come out in the morning and check in on the plants and see how they're doing. So really, it's your choice. Do you want to come in and hand water it every single day, even in the summer, in the heat of the summer when it's probably going to need water a little bit more frequently? Or do you want to go with the medium approach, which is get that timer? Or do you want to actually plug your garden into your drip system? I know some of you are probably wondering about this pot on the side. I had a huge lemongrass plant in there, and I've already harvested it. So we'll see. I don't know, I think I'm probably going to leave it empty for now and then put something else in it. But you'll notice that there is a tube here that was set to water this pot specifically, so I didn't have to worry about that either. I have a Mexican heather plant on the side here that just grows there all year long. Okay, there you have it. That was a tour of our backyard vegetable garden. If you're curious about anything I used, including these pans or tins that I got off of Amazon to start everything, go ahead and check out the links in the description box. And then if you haven't subscribed and you are just watching my content, I love you for watching, but go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get a notification every time I drop a video. All right, we'll see you on the next video.